I'll be straight up. I've been frustrated lately. I've been frustrated not with myself, but with other people. Let me explain, right? When I was younger, I wanted to be rich. I've always wanted to be rich for a very, very long time. Obviously, back then I had no clue about what being rich even meant, how to go about it, what to pursue, how much money determines if you're rich. I didn't know any of those things. I just knew that I wanted to be successful. And I started having this desire when I was about 10, 11 years old. So I've had this for quite some time. Now, when you're that young, I had a outlook and a perspective that was fantastic, I think. I mean, I used to see the world through rose-colored glasses. I didn't think, or I wasn't aware at that time of any, wrongdoings or anything negative. Like, I just had a very positive outlook on life in general. And I trusted everyone. I gave everyone a shot. And then naturally what happened is I ran into some people, and I've been in some situations, and I made some decisions, and I've done some things that I wasn't necessarily proud of that destroyed relationships and things over the years. And then I think what happened is I began to develop, calluses from those experiences. And naturally, I swung from one end of the pendulum to super positive, all the way to the other end to not trusting anyone, not taking anyone's word for anything. And I became more of a, you have to show me and prove it type person, right? And now I believe I'm somewhere in the middle to where I have a positive outlook on life in general, but more so in terms of, from my perspective, from what I can do for me. Because one thing that frustrated me, and what still frustrates me at times, is that the lack of seriousness from people in general. I just don't think people take life serious. I think most of us go through life with no thought, no planning, and then when you do have a plan, you don't execute on it. You don't take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. You don't tap into all of your resources. You're not resourceful. You don't take life serious. And nothing pisses me off more than a person that don't take life serious. I'm gonna be straight up with you, right? So, what I've learned here recently is that, first off, it's not productive for me to think that way. Hold on one second. Okay, so what I realized, not only is it not productive for me to think that way, but one thing I learned too is just life is about choices, right? And we all make choices every day to spend our time how we see fit. I believe regardless of how much money you earn from a salary perspective, we all make time and spend money on the things that's important to us. So with that being said, moving forward, I'm going to remove myself from placing my expectations that I have for my life and for what I want to accomplish onto other people. And if I'm not, my goal is to be around people that want similar things in life, because we all want to be successful. We all want what we want, right? I get that, but only a few people actually make that reality. Now, social media has done some good things and bad things, and one of the things that social media has done, it has made, pretty much a global network. And what I mean by that is we have accessibility to people in Australia, London, you name it, all across the globe, right? And what that has done is it's created this false sense of there are so many successful people in the world. So your timeline may be filled with 30 successful people, 30 millionaires, 40 millionaires. Maybe 25 people that are super successful, right? And it may seem like, man, everybody is doing it. When you strip back and you begin to peel the layers back of the onion, you would see that although there is over, I believe the number is about 1,500, 1,600 millionaires are created every day in the United States. Don't get it twisted, right? In the grand scheme of things, when you have billions of people in the world, the majority of people will not be rich. They will not be successful in terms of when you rank it by monetary value and what they earn from a revenue perspective. They, are not in successful marriages. Majority of people are not taking care of themselves in terms of their health and things like that. So if you strip it back, and if you really look at it, it explains why there's so few people who are truly, truly successful. And it's your job to make the decision and make the commitment as to whether or not you want to be one of those people that are successful and on the other side. I've made that choice. And I'm not going to beat myself up in terms of, as I see myself become more successful, I'm also making sacrifices. I'm putting in the work. I'm willing to, work 2 jobs and still go to school, as well as study and work outside of working hours, right? I work on the weekends. I work on Sundays. Like, it's a 7-day thing for me. So I don't expect people that work the bare minimum or put in the bare minimum to have the same thing as other people that work twice, sometimes three times as hard as them. That's not how the world works. It doesn't work like that. So if you hear it in my voice, of course, I'm passionate about this shit because this is not a game, man. We don't get a chance at a redo. And you don't have as much time as you think you do. So I'm disappointed that it took me this long to realize how much I really have control over and what I need to focus on. And maybe the setup and the goal of this channel is shifting, because I think I'm gonna turn it from me trying to teach people how to do A, B, and C to me just simply being an example of what it looks like to be committed, to have character, to work towards goals, to have a long-term vision, right? I just want to be an example of what it looks like. And I'm not going to always get it right. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not going to always be successful. There's going to be things that don't work. I get all of that. But man, I really, truly believe in my heart that when you decide and when you make the decision that you're going to improve and become better in life, I truly, truly, truly believe that it's all but guaranteed to happen as long as you stay on the path. I am living proof of having the opportunity to earn careers and that I wasn't even, quote unquote, as I wasn't the most qualified person. I don't have my degree yet, right? I didn't come from money. I come from a single parent household. I dropped out of high school. I got my GED. I have a background in welding. I was a welder by trade. I worked offshore. I became a welder instructor, a teacher, for lack of a better phrase. I worked my way into tech by working at a startup, working at Walmart. I went to CDL school. Man, I've done so much. And with that, I mean, from banking to marketing, and the list goes on and on. I've had opportunities to get into industries that I didn't even have previous experience in, but I did have the mindset that I was going to continue to push forward until that opportunity came to fruition. And at times it was hard. It was tough continuing to apply for positions and being denied and having that rejection and being told no and having people not respond to your LinkedIn messages and not respond to your emails. It's not the easiest thing, but man, it's one of the best skills that I've developed is stickability and being able to push through the tough times. Guys, I lost everything at one point in time. Car repossessed, evicted from my home. I lost my job, no savings, credit below 500. Man, I've been through so much, on the brink of divorce, all that type stuff. And somehow I found a way to make a way. And now every day that I push past what I thought was my limit, and I continue to pour into myself, and I continue to build my relationship with God, and learn what makes me tick, and what motivates me, and what keeps me going, and how I can continue to fan like my inner flame, and keep that bite, that hunger, no matter what type of success that I see, guys. It keeps me, I'm on a hunt for freedom. I'm on a hunt for success. I'm on a hunt for love and fulfilling relationships, purpose, fulfillment within myself, more self-esteem, more self-worth, being able to pour into my loved ones and my children, and be a fucking beacon of light in darkness. That's the path that I'm on, man. So listen, videos are coming up every Monday. I'm going to start weekly uploads, and then we're going to work our way up. And I have 15, 20 videos already tucked, ready to go, right? I'm working on my home studio. I'm ordering a microphone, right? I'm learning how to work on my thumbnails. Please, if you finding the value in this video, like the video, share with a loved one, with someone that you think will benefit from this. Subscribe to the channel, double tap the subscribe button, and then turn on the notification bell so you can get alerts when I release new content. Guys, I'm on the hunt for freedom, and I want to be inspiration. Even if I say one thing, if you see one video, if you see anything that helps you, my job is done, man. I'm heading in the gym. I love you. Be safe out here. Put yourself first. It's time to be selfish. It's time to get serious about success. All right? I love you.